What's up, everybody? This is Joseph R. Wheeler III, the artist, the founder, and the president of the ONYXCON Foundation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No thrills, no meals. Y'all still know what I'm talking about if you follow a lot of what most people be talking about when they get on these topics. So a lot of modern women have been betrayed by their parents for never teaching them how to cook, betrayed by their grandparents for never teaching them how to cook, betrayed by them for giving them the fantasy that yes, you treat your daughters like a princess. Yes, you treat your son like a young prince. Yes, you want them to grow up and think royal of themselves and want to request that other people treat them with respect and dignity at all times. Absolutely. As an uncle, absolutely. But giving them the fantasy and the fallacy that just by existing they are such is BS. Well, I always kept a man in debt because he had to buy me something better than a meal at Cheesecake Factory. You know, we ain't gonna never let that joke go. I'm sorry. That there is classic, okay? That girl who came out with the cheesecake dish talking about no man can take me to Cheesecake Factory. First of all, I've been to Cheesecake. I could probably count the times I've been there. I may have been there maybe 5 to 6 times my entire life. 3 of those times were for after graduations and other special celebrations. And the other couple of times were dates. Or I remember one date and I remember one outing with a friend. I wouldn't even call it a date. She was my homegirl. She's an attractive lady, but we literally in the friend zone. And it was just us hanging out, you know what I'm saying? And as I remember it, we split the bill, or she may have paid for it, because she just that cool. She just that type. You know what I mean? If she want to hang out with me, you know, there's the rule that whoever invites should be willing to pay. Notice I said willing. It ain't an automatic you got to pay. Your homegirl, you might treat her just to show, you know, because it's a lady and you want to show that you're a gentleman like that. And she's already been of some benefit to your life. No thrills, no meals. That's the hashtag. So, no thrills, no meals. Even on a platonic level, what thrill do you bring them out? What's a thrill? A thrill is an exciting thing, something that gives you excitement, something that it awakens your senses like great art. You know what I mean? So if I got a friend who invites me to really cool stuff, they've given me cool gifts before, unexpected, all of it unexpected, you know, just because they love me, just because they got an appreciation for my energy and hanging out with me. That's a real one. That's somebody I don't mind treating if I got some money, or if I get something, I want to send them something. The people you treat, people who helping your bottom line, pushing your needle forward, supporting your dream, you supporting theirs, real ass friends, okay? That's a thrill. You can get a meal, right? Now, on an intimate, sensual, romantic, all of this applies. You can't say romantic in my world and be talking about a sexist situation. So let's stop playing the game that some people like to play these days, since there's so many new overnight invented orientations and mentalities and everything that try to pretend that human beings don't come from men and women, sperm and eggs, and that to get those two things together naturally, the way most people like to do it, it requires a man to pursue a woman and a woman to open up to his pursuit. Okay? And that is not completely sexual, but the consummation of the connection, the consummation of the energy, it's energy being exchanged at all times from the minute you start feeling each other. Even if it's just on a dating app, you see somebody's picture, you're like, good gosh almighty, she's gorgeous, I gotta send a message. Yes, swipe. I hope she notices me too. And if everything is right as it continues to be right, if no balloons get popped, since that's a trend nowadays with the balloon popping videos, y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? If no balloons get popped, we know what else about to be popping at some point. May not be that day, may not be the next time you meet her. But if she keep giving that energy, we're gonna do some things, as adult folks should, respectfully, consensually, at the right time. when the energy is shared. This is au naturel. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't supposed to go nowhere. It is meant to be. All right? Right. All right. Now, the problem is when folks have been convinced all I need is what's in the wallet for some of these women. They've been saying this stuff forever. That type has been around forever, but they've become a general mentality that even the good girl want to act like the bad girl, talking about, I just want the money. It's out of control. It's been out of control. And that's what these men are mad about. That's what these men are saying. Enough is a damn enough. We ain't doing it no more. And the main reason why, and I'm going to say what they don't say a lot of times, because everybody want to front and pretend that they're millionaires and billionaires with a YouTube channel that you're trying to monetize or is monetized, but you keep telling people subscribe. You ain't no millionaire. You ain't no billionaire. You're not. It's okay, though. Like, everybody stop fronting, please. This is for the men and the women, right? You got dudes on here, yeah, I got my crypto investments, I got my this, that, and the other, I got some houses, I be flipping it. Yeah, and you still got a YouTube channel because there's many reasons people do a YouTube channel. Now, if you genuinely enjoy this process like I do, you're doing it for a lot of higher reasons than just the bag. But for folk who are money obsessed, for them to keep mentioning their YouTube channel, some of them, they wouldn't even be doing YouTube if there was no money in it. And that's okay too, I understand. Yo, you gotta make enough in a capitalist system to satisfy the lifestyle you wanna live. The problem is when you out here fronting and pretending you got so much when you don't. Now see, this goes along with the issue that the women have. When the men are out here fronting, and I know why they're fronting, because the women make them feel like they gotta front. So it's a really evil cycle. It's a big ass circle with two parties all intertwined, whether they ever intertwine or not. They're intertwined. You see, the men fronting, and I see them. I watch these channels. I observe these energies because I want. These people have followers. They got numbers. That's why they show up in my algorithm. Some of them I even follow just for the entertainment value when I don't agree with most of what they got to say. Some of those I've been letting go lately because they just say too much that I can't agree with, and I'm done. I'm exhausted. But for the ones, especially that want to brag about the paper they got, I got so much money, man. It's like a disease of the mouth. They can't speak without saying paper, money. They're like rappers, like the rappers that talk that kind of talk. And the problem is, just like rappers, there's only a few rappers that are on the Jay-Z status, the 50 Cent status, can't even say him no more. I was gonna say Kanye. I mean, he's still rich, but he ain't rich what he was, you know. There's all these different levels, right? Then you got your other folks that used to front. Now they got a little bit. They finally got what they wanted out of it all, being in the record business. But the bottom line is, there's always a timeline to everyone's success. And everybody ain't balling at the same time on the same level. But if you listen to these fools, you think they all just, oh man, they killing it. They wake up every day and they got to fight a woman off their joint because there's just women falling out the ceiling wanting to screw them, and they got so much freaking money. It's just, oh man. You know, there's a time when folk knew, hey man, I'll never let you know exactly how much I got, but trust, I'm all right. I'm doing pretty good. You know, that was the way it was. But nowadays, everybody wants to act like they want to give receipts, even when the receipts are fake. They want to front when they know they ain't got it. And the women are going right along with it. You know, it's in the chemistry of humanity. Who leads in most dance situations? Dance is very complicated. There are dances where the woman can lead a part of the dance or all of the dance. I know about that. There are places in the world where women have more than one husband. I know about that. But the majority, I'm talking about, the majority of human existence, many women get married, the man approaches the woman, the man asks for the woman's hand in marriage, there might be a dowry involved or some other form of payment, etc. So this concept of payment for pleasure and for lifetime of some type of connection, it's got a long ass history. So that ain't coming out of nowhere. But when you got women who are denying that this has been the way it's been forever, and because they strong, independent, all this stuff we've been listening to since the 90s, man, they created this woman. This, when I say they, the systems the economic systems of America and other countries, especially this country, the Western world, or whatever the hell that is. Anyway, they created this mystery, this fantasy, this non-true thing that you can be anything a man ever was and then some as a woman, and you don't need a man. But yet you're a heterosexual woman and you know you need a man. So then you breaking your own mind down to the point of thinking, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, I don't need a man. But then what's the first thing they want to do? They want to get a man. At some point they frustrated. They're like, I need somebody, I need somebody. You know, I got all this money, but I'm lonely, I got nothing, you know. Or they lie to themselves. I got enough dogs, I got enough cats, I got enough pets, I got enough nieces and nephews, I got enough friends with kids. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not okay. That's usually what happens. At a certain point, I'm not okay. Right. Of course not. Because you fight nature. You can't fight nature. None of us can. None of us can. Crazy as hell if you're trying to. We need each other. We do. Damn right. We do. We do, and we do. And it's got to be legit. When we create all these other ways of getting to it, putting money between the natural bond, putting paid for on every level of sexual encounter, okay? All this pay for play culture out of control, man. Y'all some empty souls. You empty as hell. You empty as hell. You know? And I see those channels. I see the dudes who, they got the money, right? They're the ones who definitely will get first pimped by these women who don't clean their pockets and have them going on dinner dates and all this other stuff with nothing coming back on what they want, because they want sex. Or they'll get a taste and be addicted and can't get no more, or whatever the case may be. I see these channels with these dudes that are that type of, that's how they living, because they got the money. You know what I'm saying? These six-figure and better dudes, most of them in the six figures, they're not millionaires. There may be a few of them, but most of them, they're just six figures, which is still great money. I'm trying to be that. That's my goal. I've made a decision a long time ago. I said, I don't have to even be a millionaire in this lifetime. If I do, great. If I have a few years where I was a millionaire, that's great. I just want to hit six figures in USD. And then I can guarantee myself I'll be a millionaire, because I'll live somewhere else other times of the year in the world where that money translates into I'm a millionaire. Millionaires, it's mental. When you go to another country and travel and you see that, man, my $1 is really worth 40 or 50, or some places only $4, but still, you go, okay, so now $100 is actually $400. Oh, wait a minute. Get that reality for that much less. Over you here and a woman want to tell you, you better take me out to somewhere that's gonna be 100 and some change. Once she sit up there, get half drunk, tipsy, still talking about I gotta get up in the morning, I can't go home with you tonight. And you done ate all this stuff and giggled when the bill came, like, you know what to do, handle that. What, huh? Is it your birthday already? Are we celebrating your birthday? Are we celebrating you graduating with your PhD? You know what I'm saying? Are we celebrating you just got something you've been working for a long time, baby, and I'm so proud of you because we've been in a relationship for some months and we've been loving on each other for some months. I know what you bring to my life. I know you off the chain in bed. I know you off the chain in the kitchen. I know you, even if you wasn't off the chain in the kitchen, you are now, because I taught you how to cook and you wanted to learn. You ain't got no problem going in there and showing me that you remember all the skills I taught you, because I know you couldn't cook when I met you, more than likely. You know what I'm saying? Are you able to say something to me, to pour into me when I need advice, or just want to have a sounding board because I had a rough day and I want to know, man, why is it always like this? And you tell me, baby, it's gonna be all right. If you're not getting your thrills, why the hell are you paying for meals? I learned this the hardest of ways, because when I first got single after being divorced, women looked at me like fresh meat. A lot of them did. Not everybody, but the ones I came across that were trying to take advantage of me, you know? And it took me years, a couple of years, because I had been married for years, so I didn't know it was this crazy. I didn't know it was this raw. I didn't know folk could be this cold. Women nowadays, like I say, doesn't even know how to cook. And a lot of men don't know how to cook either. And that's an issue. So some of these women say what they want to say. They just use men to get meals. Quite frankly. Like they literally live off of a man paying for meals for them. And girlfriends when they go out and rotating on who gonna pay this time. Because you know, we all independent and we all got good jobs. Yeah, they'll have a good job. What is really good? Good meaning they make a decent amount of money. But how do they exploit it? How do they use it? Is it all being spent up on makeup, outfits, shoes, accessories, expensive vacations, which I got no problem with people traveling, but I do have a problem with y'all doing the same damn thing every damn time, going the same damn places, doing the same old lame-ish, and want to act like y'all so brand new and so different. You're not different. You're just run-of-the-mill. I call them asses and lashes. The pretty woman with the big old butt, maybe she got some boobies too, she got some kind of shape, and she know how to put on some freaking lashes. Asses and lashes, y'all. They out of control. They everywhere. They're an epidemic. Started in the black community and they spread everywhere. There's Latinos doing it, there's white girls doing it, there's Asians doing it, everybody doing it. All over the world they trying to look like this. Why? Because of television, because of trends in music videos, because of whatever they see in a movie, whatever they see imported, exported, whatever the case may be, they're getting it and they imitating. They're imitating this fantasy, this lifestyle. Get you a date where your first date should never be nothing but like yogurt, ice cream, cookie and drink, whatever beverage. Don't even bring liquor into it. If she likes to drink, that ought to be a sign. If she can't go out the first time you meet her and not get a drink, like, let's go out for a drink. No, I don't want to go out for drinks. Drinks confuses anything. I'm not a liquor person. I tell you, I don't drink. But I know from my friends and everybody, I've been observing this culture all my life because most people do. And I'm in the film business. I tell people this all the time. I say, look at movies. Every time there's the chance of sex, the confusion of sex, anything surrounding sex, there's always liquor in the scene. It's promoted. It's like the industry works with the liquor industry to promote liquor as a means of getting to intimacy. Like, why would you have sex if you haven't drank anything? You have to drink at least something. Have a shot, have a glass of wine, something, a beer. I mean, you gotta do it. Otherwise, you're not gonna screw. But who made that rule? Who said that? Where in human history is that? Before there was any liquor made, we've been getting it, or I wouldn't be here, and neither would you. Human beings wouldn't be here. Africa would have never made the rest of all the types of humans that went out into the rest of the world, and we did what we did. We are what we are. We wouldn't have been here if the very first humanly conscious sapien had said, well, let me ferment this here fruit. No, they just ate the damn fruit. They didn't need it to be fermented. They didn't need the juice to be fermented. They didn't need to ferment anything to have a good time. They still did what they did. Y'all weak as hell. Yeah, I'm saying it. You're weak as hell. If you only need a drink to get busy, you weak as hell. Something wrong with you. Men and women. Something wrong. You need to get your life together. That's not healthy, and it's not real. It ain't going. You're gonna find yourself in times in life, liquor ain't gonna be there. So what you gonna do now? That's sad, man. I mean, you ain't gonna have sex because of liquor? That's pathetic. You can't get a woman to like you without liquor? That's pathetic. That's pathetic. So yeah, do you some quote unquote, somebody might say, that's kiddie stuff, but kiddie my ass. It's pure. Go get some tea, get a donut, get some cookies, get something light and simple, nothing more than $25 per meeting. It's a meetup. And I used to say this to ladies. I say, this first one, it is a date, but it's a meetup date. If I liked her energy and we talked so long, because this would happen when I like them. If I went past an hour, went to 2 hours, damn, we really talked. I said, you got anything else to do today? Honestly, no. Maybe it's getting a little late. You know what? Let me treat you to, if it was early enough, let me treat you to lunch. If it's late enough, let me treat you to dinner. And then even that gonna be something simple. We ain't suddenly about to go roll out the white cloth on the table and the candle. No. If we get back home, there could be that. Okay, we can light some candles at my spot. But no, we're gonna sit here. We're gonna have us a simple, go to something that's just whatever it is that's gonna only be, again, if you already spent damn near 20 on some ice cream and stuff, they blow your brains out for a scoop of ice cream even. About what cost a carton is on a cone. It's ridiculous in most places. But if you're lucky enough to know what I know how to move around Atlanta and not spend that kind of money. I'll spend 15, sometimes 20. Okay? And then if I got to spend another 25 on some burritos or something, to go to my favorite Tex-Mex place, something like that. That's a first date. That's how that should work, people. Keep that in mind. Tell me how that works for you. Hit the comments. Peace and blessings. Ladies, come correct. Ain't nobody buying you what should be paying a bill on a first date. That shows you ain't ready for prime time. Dare say you ready to be somebody's wife when you don't understand budgeting. Because a family gonna require budgeting.